Got here, and it's time to talk about Fairy Tail. And we finally have Natsu versus Aldoron here, and kind of turned a bit into a battle on two fronts with Gagel. And I think Levi won the most in this episode. That scene was so funny what she said there. But I also liked Natsu being honest with himself here, especially in the face of Aldoron. So let's get into the episode and talk about it. Picks up straight from last week, Natsu versus Aldoron, and Aldoron is way too smug, way too prideful. He thinks of himself way too much, to say the least, being very smug about it. But I do have to admit, he does have the power to a certain extent here, saying that the God Seeds are also able to be revived. So if they didn't defeat him now, it probably would have gotten a lot worse. So the God Seeds would have been back and him back at full magic power. And we saw that Nat wasn't able to see his attack when all of the God Seeds, the Guardians, were alive. And Natsu did struggle a bit this fight. He wasn't even able to burn away the leaves. And I like how later on in the episode he says sometimes it takes more than just heat to burn things there. And Aldoron was even able to take some of the physical attacks from Natsu, but Natsu punches him straight during his speech. Always love moments like that when you have a villain or a character saying something big, grandiose speech, bragging, then gets a random punch to the face. The surprise. I love moments like that. And what allowed Natsu to do that was Gagel on the outside fighting the main body of Aldoron, thanks to Brandish shenanigans, making him giant. And Levi's reaction was priceless. Like, I mean, look at his size. Can you take it, Levi? Come on, we all thought about it, right? Imagine Gajel's size when he's a giant there. I love cute moments like that here, and that scene was priceless. But there was a 3-minute limit here to Brandish, and even she said that's the limit, that she couldn't make him bigger or longer there. And she had the cute reaction when Kana went after her. She thought it was Aquarius. She kind of has a bit of comedic trauma to how Aquarius treated her and Lucy there. And I can't wait for Aquarius to be back here, and I do hope we're gonna get to see more Brandish. Should be nice if she joined the guild here, or just be more a recurring character, which she kind of is right now. Always like Brandish, and with her relationship with Lucy and the others here. But also during the fight, the forest of swords, the Thors that Aldoron started using inside to fight against Natsu, also was happening at the same time on the outside, and Gagel had to protect everybody there, and he almost got skewered, like fully in his chest. He probably would have died, but perfect timing here. The time limit goes away, the 3 minutes, and he starts shrinking, and that kind of saved his life here. Even though he did quite a lot of damage, he kind of took out Aldoron's main body. That was kind of like the last hit there. It collapses down, but was still able to shoot the thorns on everybody, and everybody had to cover out. And I like that they took Toka also away. I can't wait for that conversation. Hopefully we find out more of the White Mage, Toka, how everything happened after the Aldoron fight here. And speaking of the fight, I like how Natsu finally figured out while he was getting skewered, like it felt like he was gonna die there, him getting skewered, and he was able to burn the thorns away, figuring out it's not just the temperature or the heat, so to say. When you burn something, it takes different flames, different combinations, and things like that. And Aldoron still going on his speeches, calling him child of a dragon and demon, figuring out that Natsu is a lot more than just a simple human here. And I like Natsu's philosophy on how he looks at things. The most important, and this is why I like Fairy Tail, him saying, I don't care what I am, because I have my friends, people that believe in me. I am me, I am Natsu Dragneel. And I love that moment so much. And when the music started happening and him going into Dragon Force, started punching him using various flames there, Igneals, was still pretty close though. Nat was still getting some punches from Aldoron, even though with that. But him finally having a way to vent out all of the frustration, the fight, everything that he had in him, because if you remember with Merkphobia, he couldn't really kill the dragon, so to say, because Merkphobia turned out to be a good dragon guy, but Aldoron is a piece of shit. He views humans just as food, sustenance, lower than him. He views himself as a god above everything and so on, and Natsu can let loose against Aldoron. Finally, an enemy that you can kill, instead of making friends with him like Merkphobia there. And the difference, killing to survive or killing to enjoy it, which yes, humans do kill animals for food, but that's for survival, and Aldoron does it for enjoying it a lot more than him surviving. He doesn't need the humans there, let's be honest. And this is where I like Natsu swapping flames with Atlas Flame, Igneous Flame, also his own flame when he did that purgatory punch, sending him to Narnia, burning him away. And I like how Aldoron said it as his last words, burn the whole world with your power. And Aldoron started burning here, finally defeating him, and Elsferia even seeing that Aldoron was sealed. Mages have come a long way, and even Ignia liking Natsu growing stronger, probably just to face him. Can't wait to actually have the fight between them, brother versus brother. That's gonna be excited when we get that one. And I'm really excited for Celine, what she's gonna do next, saying she's gonna take over this world, but also even more considering the Diablos Guild are gonna go after her, and they finally understood that Fairy Tail is not to be underestimated. And they have this guy from their top team, Suzaku, one of the Dark Dragon Slayer Knights, the Scarlet Dragon. He looks interesting. I'm curious how strong he is and what it means, Scarlet Dragon. Is it flame? Is it something else? Or how is gonna fare against the Fairy Tail guild here. And I'm curious about the guildmaster. How strong is he also? Because he's able to control all of these strong guys. I really hope he's not gonna turn out like the Sabertooth guildmaster. That guy was dumb. That guy was really dumb there. I like his outcome, how he was beaten there, but he didn't give off this strong. He felt more like overcompensating for something type of character. So I hope the guildmaster from Diablos Guild is gonna turn out to be somebody really, really strong here. But we get a bit of aftermath after Aldoron, all of the others being told what happened, they were controlled. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a bit disappointed I didn't remember. I do hope we get some snippets of them, the memories here, or others telling them something of what they did. They even explained to them the Toka and the White Mage situation, which I have a ton of questions about. That probably is gonna be after. Then we have the typical party with the Fairy Tail Guild, 3 days non-stop. But the highlight of the end scene here has to be Jelal and Erza, and him, of course, saying he doesn't remember, and Erza being very flustered thinking of what happened between them. But I like the new direction for Jelal, finally being focused on living and being able to accept that he can love others, and that hug between him and Erza was great. I'm liking this season being more focused on character development individually, with Natsu, with everybody else that happened to them, and them accepting some things about themselves, but also the relationships finally moving forward a lot more, the romance aspect of the series. So yeah, overall pretty fun episode here, and I'm excited for the things to come. It feels like we've just been scratching the surface here with the 100-year quest, dragons, mages, and everything else. But overall, really nice episode. Pretty fast though, so to say here. Wasn't the best of animations, I still liked it here. I think the fight with Merkphobia had better animation compared to the Aldoron fight. Aldoron, I'm happy he didn't turn out to be anticlimactic, like just break away the seals and he goes poof, there's no more wood dragon. Kinda turned out to be a lot more to him, but also kinda liked Merkphobia more so far. And very excited for Celine. She had a lot of presence, so to say, interesting personality there, and I like she manipulates people and others. Of course, I have a lot of questions with the White Mage, Toka, the other dragon gods here, and yeah, I'm really liking this arc so far. I'm curious where it's gonna go next. So let me know down in the comments below what you guys thought about the episode. What do you think of Aldoron? What do you think of the future of the series? Of course, please don't go into spoilers if you have read the source material, the manga, and so on. Don't even allude to spoilers here. But yeah, what was your favorite moment in the episode, and why was it Levi, Levi? Thinking of look at this size, wink wink. So yeah, as always, thank you very much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, helps me quite a lot, and you guys get the latest videos on the series that I follow. So keep enjoying Fairy Tail. I'm gonna see you again on the next one. Bye bye.